Powerful, unstoppable, deadly. Tornadoes are among the most devastating forces on Earth. They can strike in an instant, leaving nothing but destruction in their wake. In this video, we're diving into 5 unforgettable tornado events, from the heart of Tornado Alley to unexpected winter outbreaks and small-town devastations. Get ready, because this is Mother Nature at her fiercest. But first, what exactly is a tornado? Tornadoes form when warm, humid air collides with cold, dry air, creating violent, rotating columns of air. Tornadoes are ranked by the Enhanced Fujita Scale, or EF scale, ranging from EF0 with light damage to EF5, the most catastrophic. Let's start in Joplin, Missouri. It was May 22, 2011, a day that changed Joplin forever. The air was thick with humidity, the sky a canvas of ominous greens and yellows. As the afternoon wore on, a supercell thunderstorm gathered strength, its swirling mass a harbinger of the disaster to come. Then it touched down, an EF5 tornado, the most powerful category, with winds exceeding 200 miles per hour. It carved a mile-wide path of destruction through the heart of Joplin. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses ripped apart, and landmarks forever erased. The tornado's roar was deafening, a relentless siren that signaled the arrival of unimaginable chaos. Over 150 lives were lost that day, a tragic testament to the unforgiving power of nature. The stories of that day are etched in the memories of survivors. Tales of narrow escapes, of loved ones lost, and of the eerie silence that followed the storm's passing. Amidst the devastation, however, the spirit of Joplin shone through. First responders worked tirelessly, pulling survivors from the wreckage and offering aid to those in need. Volunteers from neighboring towns and states poured in, their compassion a beacon of hope in the face of tragedy. The Joplin tornado was a stark reminder of the destructive power of nature, but it also revealed the resilience of the human spirit. Just 2 years later, a chilling familiarity gripped Tornado Alley. Moore, Oklahoma, a community still rebuilding from a devastating F5 tornado in 1999, found itself once again in the crosshairs of nature's fury. On May 20, 2013, the sky turned a menacing green as another EF5 tornado, this one with winds exceeding 210 miles per hour, bore down on the town. The storm descended with terrifying speed, giving residents little time to seek shelter. The tornado ripped through the heart of Moore, its path of destruction eerily similar to the 1999 storm. Homes were reduced to splinters, businesses flattened, and schools, where children had sought refuge just moments before, lay in ruins. The Plaza Towers Elementary School, a symbol of childhood innocence, took a direct hit, its walls crumbling under the tornado's assault. 7 young lives were lost that day, a heart-wrenching reminder of the indiscriminate nature of these storms. The Moore tornado was a cruel echo of the past, a stark reminder that even in the face of tragedy, the threat of tornadoes remains an ever-present reality for those living in Tornado Alley. Chapter 3, March 2020, a month etched in our memories for the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic, brought with it another wave of devastation, this time in the form of a deadly tornado outbreak across the southern United States. The storms, fueled by a volatile mix of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cold, dry air pushing down from the north, tore through communities in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Georgia. The outbreak was a stark reminder that tornadoes are not confined to the traditional boundaries of Tornado Alley. They can strike anywhere, anytime, catching communities off guard and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. In Nashville, Tennessee, the iconic music scene was silenced as tornadoes ripped through the city, damaging recording studios, concert venues, and historic buildings. The storms left behind a trail of debris and downed power lines, plunging the city into darkness. In Mississippi, the rural communities bore the brunt of the outbreak. Homes were reduced to rubble, farmsteads flattened, and mobile home parks, particularly vulnerable to the tornado's wrath, were left unrecognizable. The outbreak came at a time when the world was already grappling with the COVID-19 pandemic, adding another layer of complexity to the recovery efforts. Hospitals, already overwhelmed with patients, were forced to deal with an influx of storm-related injuries. Social distancing measures, put in place to curb the spread of the virus, made it challenging for communities to come together and support one another in the aftermath of the storms. Chapter 4. December 2021, a time typically associated with holiday cheer and winter wonderlands, took a sinister turn as a rare and devastating tornado outbreak ripped through the Midwest, leaving behind a trail of destruction and heartbreak. The storms, fueled by an unusual combination of atmospheric conditions, including record-breaking warm temperatures in December, caught many off guard. The outbreak served as a stark reminder that tornadoes, once thought to be a seasonal phenomenon, are becoming increasingly unpredictable in a changing climate. Kentucky, a state known for its rolling hills and bluegrass music, bore the brunt of the outbreak. The town of Mayfield, a close-knit community in the western part of the state, was virtually wiped off the map when a powerful EF4 tornado, its winds exceeding 190 miles per hour, tore through its heart. The devastation in Mayfield was nothing short of catastrophic. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses flattened, and the town's historic courthouse, a symbol of its heritage, lay in ruins, its clock tower ripped from its base. The candle factory, where many residents sought shelter from the storm, took a direct hit, trapping workers under tons of debris. The stories of survival and loss that emerged from the rubble of Mayfield were both heartbreaking and inspiring. First responders worked tirelessly, braving treacherous conditions and the threat of aftershocks, to pull survivors from the wreckage. Volunteers from across the state and beyond poured into the affected areas, offering aid, comfort, and a glimmer of hope amidst the devastation. Chapter 5, March 2023. Barely a year after the devastating December 2021 outbreak, the state of Mississippi found itself once again in the crosshairs of nature's fury as a series of powerful tornadoes tore through the region, leaving behind a trail of destruction and claiming the lives of dozens. The storms, part of a larger system that spawned tornadoes across multiple states, were a stark reminder of the vulnerability of communities, particularly in the South, to these unpredictable and deadly events. The small town of Rolling Fork, Mississippi, nestled in the heart of the Mississippi Delta, bore the brunt of the outbreak. A powerful EF4 tornado, its winds exceeding 170 miles per hour, ripped through the town, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. Homes were reduced to rubble, their foundations ripped apart as if by a giant hand. Businesses, the lifeblood of the community, were flattened, their storefronts blown out and their contents scattered to the winds. The storm's path was indiscriminate, cutting a swath of destruction through the heart of Rolling Fork, leaving no part of the town untouched. The stories of survival and loss that emerged from the wreckage of Rolling Fork were both heartbreaking and awe-inspiring. Residents, many of whom had lost everything, spoke of huddling in bathtubs and interior closets as the storm raged around them, the roar of the wind deafening, the air thick with the smell of pine and the unsettling sound of debris crashing against their homes. In the aftermath of the storm, the true spirit of Rolling Fork shone through. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing what little food, water, and shelter they had left. First responders, many of whom had lost their own homes, worked tirelessly, searching for survivors amidst the rubble and tending to the injured. Outro tornadoes can happen almost anywhere, so it's essential to be prepared. If you're in a tornado-prone area, have a plan. Know where to take shelter, whether that's a basement, storm shelter, or an interior room. Prepare an emergency kit with water, food, and supplies, and always stay updated with your local weather alerts. Each of these tornadoes has shown us the terrifying power of nature, but also the strength of the human spirit. From Joplin to Rolling Fork, communities have shown resilience, unity, and hope. Let these stories remind us of the importance of preparedness, community, and compassion. Thank you for watching. If you learned something valuable today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And remember, stay aware, stay safe, and let's keep supporting communities affected by these incredible forces of nature.